Batman's death of the family begins by discussing the many omens and superstitions that seem to predict a coming disaster coming to Gotham City. The disaster comes in the form of the Joker, who has returned to Gotham City after a year away. However, this Joker is very different from his previous incarnations. During Detective Comics, the Joker's face is found, having been torn off, and is now in the GCPD. The Joker's first act in his return to Gotham is to get back his face. The Joker attacks the GCPD and steals his face. Batman arrives, having tracked down the Joker. Batman reopens the Joker case as Batman's allies question him about it. This is interrupted by a message from the Joker, who reveals he will attack the mayor. Batman and Jim Gordon try to protect the mayor. However, the Joker strikes again, having killed several policemen. Batman realizes the Joker is returning to his old crimes and methods. He traces the Joker back to Ace Chemicals, where he first met the Joker, and sees Red Hood. Red Hood manages to trap Batman, revealing it to be Harley Quinn. Alfred is then attacked by the Joker and kidnapped. Batman manages to escape the vat of chemicals and returns home to find that Alfred has been kidnapped. Batman heads to Gordon's house, whom the Joker has targeted. Gordon protests to Batman's proposals to keep him safe. However, the Joker manages to poison him anyway. Batman informs Nightwing of Alfred's capture, with Batman asking for Nightwing to keep quiet of the kidnapping. They then go to stop the Joker. Batman meets the Joker and finds him at the reservoir. The Joker, however, blows up the reservoir and poisons its residents. He then reveals that he knows the secrets of Batman and his family. Batman continues to try and stop the Joker, who continues his ramblings of knowing who the Bat family are. Harvey Bullock attempts to arrest the Joker, but things soon begin to escalate. Batman finds himself thrown into the reservoir as he tries to stop the Joker. Later, he wakes up surrounded by the Bat family. The Bat family demand to know whether the Joker knows their identities, but Batman tries to convince them they don't. That the Joker doesn't. After this, Batman leaves, heading to an Arkham guard, who tells him that the Joker has turned Arkham Asylum into his palace. Batman heads to Arkham and to defeat Joker. Batman heads to Arkham Asylum, where he finds the Joker has forced the guards to dance, causing their feet to bleed. The inmates are freed. The inmates are also freed and wear royal armor to take on the Batman. The supercriminals have also been freed in an effort to take on Batman too. As Batman progresses through Arkham, he takes on every threat as they come. He even saves the guards in the process. However, the Joker has left even more surprises. Batman finally reaches the Joker and finds Harvey Dent, Riddler, and Penguin all waiting for him, including Joker. Batman also learns that his Bat family have been captured. Faced with the loss of of his family and the deaths of people that Joker has captured, Batman gives in. He is electrocuted and knocked out. Joker ultimately betrays Riddler, Penguin, and Two-Face. Batman later wakes up to find the Bat family and himself tied to a dining room. Can Batman save his family and stop the Joker? Or will Joker finally have the last laugh? The introduction to this book is probably one of the best introductions I've ever read. And it all fits in together thematically with the book. So the book opens with this talk of omens and superstitions, and I really liked that. I really thought the idea of opening the book and talking about omens and superstitions about a big bad that comes to Gotham was very, very interesting. It sort of presents the Joker as this demonic type character who every time he appears in Gotham, it spells out the doom and that Joker does to Gotham. And I just thought that was such a great little introduction to the Joker's return, and truly the Joker's first story in the New 52. This Joker easily was a bit more better than what Grant Morrison Joker was. Because Grant Morrison's Joker was more of this serial killer-esque type character. Whilst this Joker is maybe a bit more like Mark Hamill's Joker. Joker presents Batman as a king of Gotham, and he plays on the theme of kingdoms and chess. There are a lot of chess themes throughout this event. And Joker sort of presents Batman as the king of all of Gotham. And he also presents himself as the jokester, a servant of the king. And also this Joker romanticizes the arch enemy relationship that Batman and the Joker have. And that was probably really perhaps one of the interesting bits about this book. It should also be noted as well that the Killing Joke is a key story, is a key backstory in this event. Joker makes a lot of comments about, there are a lot of comments about events from Killing Joke and events from Death of the Family. So evidently, at least according to Snyder, those events are still canon within the New 52. Another interesting thing that I liked was Alfred. Alfred gets kidnapped in this story quite early on. And it really and I love how it affects Batman. And it also made me realize just how much Batman does rely on Alfred being there. Alfred is a key character in in Batman's life, and he makes what Batman does more manageable. Like, Batman communicates to Alfred on a regular basis, and it's almost like Alfred is his anchor, and I just really liked that. I thought that that Batman, that Batman not having Alfred there really showed their relationship, their friendship, in such an interesting and wonderful way. And there's this great moment in issue 14 where we see that. Where we see just Batman just break down. And it was it was probably perhaps one of my favourite bits about this comic. And there are also just little bits in this comic as well. Like, Joker enlists various characters such as Riddler and Two-Face, and all of them serve a purpose within his grand plan. And he just captures Arkham Asylum, which is a reference to the game Arkham Asylum. And there are just lots and lots of cool little references and cool little moments in this book that I really enjoyed Batman's story in Snyder's run. A lot of people had a problem though with the fact that I think some people, when this event first came out, I think people thought, oh, someone is going to die within the Bat family. And I think that it is a mistake on part of the choice of title being used. Death in the Family, the one where Jason Todd died. Death in the Family is about a death. Is about Jason Todd's death. Death of the Family is about how Batman's secrets and how Batman's lies, and about the relationship of him and the Joker tear down his family. Like, although Batman in the end didn't do anything wrong, Batman is basically, because of the things that he does, Batman essentially does destroy his own family, and it's such a twist on what happened with Night of Owls, because the Night of Owls event showed Batman, using Bat family, and him being a part of that, whilst Death of the Family shows Batman without that, and shows just how alone he really is, even amongst his own. My only complaint with this book is the ending. I felt that in Batman issue 17, that it ended up being a why won't Batman kill Joker kind of story in the end. And I just thought the ending was really weak. Like, I liked the ending where Batman is revealed to be really alone, and Joker does get the last laugh. But I didn't like how the book sort of. I didn't like how Joker's plot ended up being in the end. I just thought it was very, very weak. Yeah, so all in all, guys, Death of Family is a really, really good story. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. Just such a good story. Such an interesting story as well. And it has so many great moments to the story as well.